Can you imagine, because of this, some fucking creep is like, I think I have the power to taste yeast infections. Oh, God.
Fucking
cue the Marvel intro. Din, 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 din.
So this was a very, very interesting story that I'm very happy to share here today. Anybody here familiar with Parkinson's disease?
Yeah, dude. That's what took my homie Michael J. Fox.
He's dead?
No, actually, he's still alive. Sorry.
But that's what made him all...
It took his career.
Yeah, it made him all shaky and stuff. Yeah. On the streets, they're known as the Harlem Shakers.
Yeah. Oh, wow, really?
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
In hip-hop.
Omarion told me.
Omarion.
So, for anybody who is not familiar with the Harlem disease, whatever, Parkinson's disease is a progressive disorder that affects the nervous system and the parts of the body controlled by the nerves. And there is a woman out there who can smell it.
What?
Shut up. She like a dolphin that knows when you're pregnant?
She can fucking, what?
That's a thing.
That's a thing. That's the thing.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Dolphins know when women are pregnant. People have dolphin births.
Yeah.
Like people will go, there's some women that really believe in it. They will go and they will be put in like a pool with dolphins and the dolphins will help them birth their babies.
Wow.
How will they help them birth? Are they like, push?
I don't know. It's like a whole thing that dolphins are super, super connected to like children.
And they fucking do the sonar shit like...
Then they fucking just bite the umbilical cord.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, yeah, there's this lady out there who can smell Parkinson's disease, and the crazy part about it is that now scientists have developed the first ever skin swab test that can diagnose Parkinson's disease in only 3 minutes, thanks to this woman and her great sense of smell.
Wow. That means there's actually like a molecular clue.
Yeah, the deficiency.
Is she the only one that can be the test though? Because if she dies, no one can ever...
Well, she's helped develop the test, so now the test can be done by anybody.
Because I thought she was there sniffing all day like, oh, Parkinson, no Parkinson, Parkinson,
She basically
no Parkinson.
has been for quite some time. Jeez. So basically, over 40 years ago...
So inefficient. Dude. She got I gotta go to New York again. Fucking Parkinson.
Someone give me a cup of coffee beans. Okay, reset.
It's like going to a Sephora and shit, you know? Like
palate cleanser.
COVID must have been scary for her. She loses her smell.
I know.
She's like, oh no.
everyone has Parkinson's. But she's too afraid to admit it, so she keeps going. These guys are perfectly healthy.
So over 40 years ago, Joy Milne of Perth, Scotland, was about 10 years into marriage when she noticed her husband, Les, started to smell a little off, specifically around his shoulders and neck. While Joy knew she had a strong nose for scent, having been diagnosed with hereditary hyperosmia,
Oh, good.
she couldn't get over the abrupt change in his odor.
I mean, most wives just be like, go take a fucking shower, you stinky son of a bitch. Parkinson's.
So that's basically what it was at first. You know, figuring it was unpleasant, like this musty type of odor. She began accusing the then 33-year-old Les of poor hygiene, and he.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say cheating too.
Yeah.
I was like, typical.
No, poor hygiene. Obviously, he was upset by this over time. Joy would drop the subject, but 12 years later, the smell was still going strong, and she began to notice Les' mood shifting. When the couple went to the doctor, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's. Okay. After years of grappling with the degenerative disorder on their own, Joy and Les decided to join a support group for patients and their families. Upon entering the room for the first time, Joy was shocked to smell the same musty scent on all of the other Parkinson's patients.
Wow. That's dope. That's amazing.
It still would be so fucking funny if she was like, are you cheating on me with a woman who has Parkinson's? Or he's like, damn, whoever this girl is, she stinks. What does she have over me?
Yeah.
Parkinson's.
So before Les's 2015 passing, the former doctor connected Joy with a professor at the University of Edinburgh to see how her sensational gift, sensational is very good.
Did you make that pun or was that in the article?
It was in the article, that's why I point to it. I take credit when I think I did. Could be used within the medical community. As a test, they had her blind sniff the t-shirts of a mix of individuals with and without Parkinson's, and she got only one wrong during this test.
Wow.
Or so they thought. because the shirt she supposedly misdiagnosed belonged to someone who ended up diagnosed with the disease 8 months later.
Wow. That's
Through time.
Yeah. So like her scent was better than their medical technology to
That
actually.
is so dope.
Wow.
So since then,
Man, that's like a bomb sniffing dog.
yeah, Joy has since dedicated her nose to
put
science.
her on the head.
Good
job.
Shit.
Helping doctors at the University of Manchester in England develop new methods of diagnosing the aggressive disease, announcing this week that they have now figured it out with this new sniff sample.
Every time now, dude.
Like Scooby snacks. Yeah.
It's cool because of course, like it would be a woman because like women's sense of smell is so much better than men's. I wonder if there's like other women that can smell all kinds of
Is
different.
that like just genetic? Is that like a fact that women smell better?
it.
It is a fact. Try it on her.
It's like, I think you stepped in dog shit. Could smell your
Isn't that a
feet.
thing when women
God for
become pregnant, their sense of smell gets heightened because they have to be careful about shit they eat and all that stuff?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was a fact that they're better at
When I
smelling.
got COVID, my sense of smell heightened and did not decrease. I could smell like my neighbor farting 3 houses when I was sick. I swear to God, when I went, yeah, like I ordered soup
What the
and
fuck?
things were salty that like should just be like normal, like wonton soup.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy because when people had COVID, they lost their sense of smell and taste.
Mine reversed.
Whoa.
For some odd reason, like I was not able to eat most things because it was
Too
so
intense?
gross. How like things that were normal to me
It's too flavorful.
were too salty, too pungent.
Maybe you're onto something though. Maybe you have.
And you
a-
said it stayed that way?
No, thank God. Because I was like, I wouldn't be able to eat anything.
And yes, you are right. On basically almost every test, women consistently score significantly higher than men in their sense of smell. And one researcher has also claimed that the superior olfactory ability of females is evident even in newborn babies.
Can you imagine because of this some fucking creep is like, I think I have the power to taste yeast infections.
Fucking
Cue
disgusting.
the Marvel intro. Din, 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 din.
Yeah.
And then all these guys line up because they're like, I might have it in my dick. And he's like, oh God!
You just made his arch villain
I know.
already.
Fuck, that fucking turned so fast.
Yeasty bean.
Oh my god.
I like the voice you chose for that guy.
It's basically the female body
I think
inspector.
I have it in my dick. Taste it.
You can have that one, by the way.
The one role that I didn't want. The yeasty dick guy.
Yeasty dick.
Trying to foil the plans.
I know.
Can you imagine you guys are born with an innate superpower? And obviously we're not talking about laser eye vision, but like something like smelling Parkinson's disease. Would you submit yourself to science and for the betterment of humanity?
I mean, it seems like it happened, right?
That doesn't seem fun though. Like having to smell bad odors for your career. Like, poor girl.
It doesn't sound like a fun one. It's not like you're
like
like
smell this. She knows it's
faster.
gonna smell terrible.
faster than everyone.
That's what
Or,
makes me believe that everybody has maybe one or two of these. They just never get in the situation to figure out what it is.
That's
Right?
true.
She would have never known.
Like everyone's got an anomaly of some sort.
Well, cause like in Quest Aichi, we got this dude who has perfect head spins, and then he didn't know until like National Geographic did like a special on him that he doesn't have the ability to like be off balance. Like your inner ear fluid.
what?
His will automatically adjust. You know, like when you're drunk, you lose balance.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Yeah, he can't have that. So that's the reason why he can tell level better than like a tool.
Maybe he should have been a
What
tightrope
the
walker.
Yeah, it's like a weird thing.
And he should have been a construction worker.
Yeah, can he do the slack line thing like easily?
I don't know if he can do that, but it's
On his
like-
head.
It's when he's on his head. Like when we were doing like stage tech, he could tell the builder if it was off.
You know, that'll be a good thing. Like, what if there was a series of tests we can do when we're kids, and then they'll be like, oh, you know what? You got really good balance. Or like really good things, you know?
Yeah.
Because the test that I got when I was in school is they checked me for lice, they checked my ears, and I had to raise my hand which thing came out. And
Those
then,
tests are like making sure everybody's normal, but like
To be normal.
yeah, we gotta do the
make
test
sure you don't
to
have
figure
lice.
out.
We gotta do that.
Yeah, we gotta figure out the other test to see who's a mutant. You know,
Yeah, because his was crazy because he has the Guinness World Record for the amount of spins on your head.
see, if he knew that earlier, he could have been a really good construction worker.
Yeah.
Walking on a tightrope.
On his head.
On his
Yeah.
head.
It's something to do with it when he's on his head. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
We probably all got
Do you guys know Aaron from Barbell?
no.
So there's the company I own. One of the guys that works with me, his name's Aaron, and he's colorblind. But he has fucking like, I don't know, autistic vision or some shit like that. Like we'll get samples. Samples will come in, and he's like, oh, this shade of like maroon is off. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know? And he goes,
colorblind guy?
I can tell from the shade of gray that it's way off.
That's crazy.
Is he color blind or color deficient?
He's color blind.
Like fully?
Yeah. And he has the whole level thing too. Like he'll be like, oh, that TV is hung crooked. And then when we actually measure it, it's like a 1/4 inch off on one side. Or he'll be like, we'll get a t-shirt sample. He's like, oh, the left sleeve is like tighter than the right sleeve.
Maybe it's that thing.
Things right off the bat, he just tells. And I'm like, what?
You know that thing? If you're deficient in one, then the other things get heightened. Maybe it's that.
Oh, maybe. But he could tell all these crazy things. So he was teaching our old photographer how to color correct on Adobe, and I'm like, you don't even know the colors. But then he says, he was like, I can tell by what it's supposed to be, and his color correction was way better than our photographer.
Because I'm like that too. I'm like, that's off, all this stuff, but I'm usually wrong. I'm like, yo, that painting's fucking crooked, dog. And it's like, really?
So would he know if he was watching I Love Lucy that's not in color?
He would, cause you know,
What?
what was it called?
Well, they don't watch everything in black and gray, right? Isn't colorblind like more like sepia? Not
it's like
sepia.
browns and like
Tones.
So it's like trendy filter.
yeah, but we bought him those color blind correction glasses, and then he put them on the first time, and we were like, we gotta see what his reaction is. And he's like, he looks at grass, he's like, that's what grass looks like. And he was just looking at like shit, like just it was just blowing. He was like, what the fuck? Fire trucks are red as fuck. I'm like, what the fuck,
Oh
dude?
my god.
Black.
At least you know he's not racist, right?